with this thing on.
You are official. What's up, everybody?
Is this thing on?
Testing, testing.
It is on this time.
It is on this time.
Well, maybe I can get us both.
You guys didn't last time, yeah. It worked. Boop. Boop. Did you just say boop?
Yes, and you did too. You booped too.
Boop. I booped.
You booped.
I booped. Hey, there we go. Now we're not crooked. What's going on, everybody? It's coffee time.
Straight on here. Oh, I haven't gone live yet. That's a little bit better.
Try to get the framing right. Gotta get the framing right.
This will work. All right, let me go live. Neil. Ouch. That was my knee.
Good morning, Deb. How are you doing?
Wait, that's...
What are you doing?
That'll be a blooper.
Come on, Deb.
That was
Get
not,
into it.
That was not the live. That
wasn't live?
Stories.
Oh, you were doing stories.
Okay, so if I go here, then I can go live.
There we go.
Okay.
Can they hear us over there, or we have to yell louder?
No, it should be fine.
I like this little view right here. Oh, sorry. Was that
That was recording.
Yeah, that was.
This is real life.
Hey.
Y'all get to see how he is on a regular basis.
It's getting better. Good. Good. All right, the question
Checking
is,
connection.
you are now live.
Happy Saturday. First
Hey, what's
weekend
up, everybody? First weekend of the
new year.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers. So what are we talking about?
With Coach Bronson and Coach Nat.
Yep, it rhymes.
Well, hello, everyone who's tuning in.
In case you don't know us, I'm Coach Bronson.
I'm Coach Nat.
She's Coach Nat.
And coffee is our love language.
Is it?
It's one of them.
Those quads are a love language. Anywho.
Can't see them on your YouTube, though.
No, but you can see them on your Instagram.
It's all about the legs.
Thick thighs save lives.
Hey, I see y'all out there. So give us some ideas of what to talk about today, because we don't have burning topics.
Yeah, we don't have burning topics.
Minds this morning.
Things that are anything going on people should know about? I don't know, like
oh my God,
academy that
so
just
many things
got launched.
The Keto Bikini Academy is now open.
Ta-da!
So excited. Got through the very, very busy first week of launch, and all of the welcome videos and explanatory videos of how we do things, nutrition, training, getting used to the app, all the fun stuff, because if you don't know, it is an app where you can go and join the community and get coaching and training and nutrition guidance and personalized macros and a whole heck of mindset work. So, and I see my new coach signed on. Mary Grace.
Mary Grace, what's up?
Just announced our first assistant coach in the academy.
So now we both have a coach.
We both have a coach.
That's awesome.
Yes. We are no longer businesses of one.
Business, right? Ooh, there you go. Didn't think about that.
No longer solopreneurs.
Interesting.
That's kind of amazing.
Right?
How about that for turning the page on a new chapter? Although you've had
Michelle came on several months ago. I'm gonna go on here and watch the live and see, because it pops up here, but then it goes away.
Oh, you don't get to see the comments.
Yeah, I can see the comments, but I gotta figure out who's actually.
Oh, somebody said they watched your meeting with Christy yesterday.
Yes. Oh, and I gotta send you the.
Tell me, talk about that, because I want to know more about her and what that was all about.
Okay, so she has a channel. So, hold on, let me find this. Meeting Wellness is her channel.
Meeting Wellness.
Yeah,
Oh,
Christy.
She
How do I see who's, oh, live chat, there we go. Okay, so I met her the first time a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago actually, when I got like on the fly invited to that carnivore round, like group chat.
Live.
I hopped in to kind of see the chat, and then they were like, Coach Bronson's here, let's get him on the video. So then they sent me the link, I got on the video. So we were talking for a while. So she invited me to come on her channel. We did
she's
live.
on.
Is she? Meeting
Said it was a fantastic interview.
Hey, there we go. So we did a live yesterday. It was awesome. I have to say, I really appreciate her for letting me rant. It was very much, she'd ask a question.
He likes to do that a lot.
She'd ask a question. I'd get going on something. It was one of those interviews where I'd forget totally what the hell I was saying. I'd talk for like 15 minutes and be like, what were we talking about again? But those sometimes can be the best ones, right? Because you just kind of get going. And then that's,
real talk, like we like.
Got to talk about a lot of good stuff. I hope that people were, what are you doing? I hope that people were, informed, maybe a little entertained, but got a lot of good topics knocked out. We talked about why is it important for women in menopause to exercise and build muscle. We talked about that on our last chat. We talked about my favorite topic right now is, what is the benefit of ketosis in being ketogenic, and do you need to be in ketosis to be ketogenic? Ooh. So I talked about that for about 30 minutes.
Do you need ketosis to be ketogenic?
Correct. No,
you don't want to go into that now, do you?
Watch the video. Go to Meeting Wellness.
You got to go to that interview.
Go to that interview from last night. Meeting Wellness is the channel.
We are not going to start doing that today.
It'll be another 30 minutes of me just going off. And yeah, so it was a good combo.
It's a good plug for that interview. Yeah. Go check it out there.
Absolutely. So you have the Academy.
And there's something launching this weekend.
We both have challenges launching.
We both have challenges starting. Well, kind of launching this weekend, but starting. When does yours start? Tomorrow? Monday?
Our kickoff call is tomorrow.
Okay. And mine starts Monday. So
I need to send a reminder so everybody remembers that there's a kickoff tomorrow.
Yes. All right, why don't you talk about yours, since I just talked about the Academy, and then I'll talk about mine.
Okay, so mine is not an open challenge to the public. So unfortunately, if you are not a current client or subscriber, you can't do the challenge. No, I'm kidding.
So you gotta dive in. You gotta dive in.
So this challenge is the 60-day freedom challenge. And it is what?
I love it when you react to me.
The 60-day freedom challenge. And this is based on a lot of the information that's in my next book. So I have the challenge kind of written out and defined. It's a 60-day process of following my method. Like if you were working with me, this is the stuff that you would do. But I'm trying to get it laid out in a way that individuals can take it as a guide, a framework to say, I'm going to do this on my own. So think about it like 75 hard without being insane. Okay. And being actually realistic and doable and focused on things that actually help you build habits and a routine around making good decisions, and not just an arbitrary bunch of things that are hard to do. And if you can't do it, you're a piece of crap. That is not what this is about, right? This is about building sustainable long-term habits. Lifestyle changes over a 60-day period, and teaching you how to evaluate what are the things that are going to make the most sense for me to do right now. And then when you get done with that period, okay, here's what I did. How do I make adjustments? And then what do I do the next time, right? So it's a repetitive thing, because the thing I want everyone to realize is you're on this journey until you die. So doing a challenge doesn't stop.
You're not only doing this for 30 days.
When the challenge stops, right? Yes. The idea of doing a challenge is to learn something that you can then take and use in the rest of your life. That's the idea of a challenge.
Yeah, if you're going balls to the walls for a challenge period of time, and there's no way you're going to keep that up in your life, then you're not going to keep the results you get from that.
Yeah, there's no real long-term benefit there. So that's what this challenge is about. So what I'm doing is I have it all written down in the book, in the drafts of the book that I have, but I wanted to actually test it out with real people first, kind of tweak it, get some feedback. Hey, what about this? What about that? Did you understand this? Does this make sense? Is this the right progression of things like that?
Because it's based on, so your book is based on
My
how
method,
how you think about things.
Right.
And it's taking not just, hey, here's this 75 hard, here's the 5 things you have to do. I'm telling you what to do.
Right. Right. Oh, well, that's the thing, right? So the idea of the challenge is you're taking the concepts and principles that I lay out in my book and the things that I talk about, what's really important for nutrition, what's really important for mindset, what's really important for fitness, and it's helping each individual that does the challenge figure out what they need to do. So the challenge is about evaluating your context and looking at what's out there and figuring out what you're willing and able to do. So everyone that's doing the challenge is going to be doing different things.
Different, yep.
So it's not this is what you have to do, go do this thing. It's going to be, here's how I want you to think about this thing. What are you going to do
yes,
to make
using
that happen?
this methodology.
Right.
How do you make it work for you?
Right.
I love that.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to test it out with my groups, with the people that I currently have that are working with me, and then learn from it. And then whatever we learn will go into the next version of the challenge written down. It'll go into the book. And then that's what I'm thinking about calling, I told you this the other day, I'm thinking about calling the book the 60-Day Freedom Challenge. And then that's just what the book is going to be, and that's what it's going to be about. And the entire book is going to be about the thought process that you need to have, and then information about the challenge.
You get the challenge details.
And here's how you do everything. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll see. I don't know.
I like that idea.
Yeah. So that's what I got working.
Cool. So my challenge, I decided, is a little different. I was going to do it only inside the academy, but inside the academy is where you get training and macros and all of this dialed in stuff, check-ins, you're checking in, you're getting coaching. There's a lot to focus on already in there. And it's not a real easy purchase. It should challenge you a little bit to spend a little bit to join that and get coaching. So I wanted the challenge. Last year I did this challenge. It's called the Grace and Grind New Year's Challenge. And in my community, we are all about the grace within the grind. Learning how to give yourself grace while you also are taking action toward the things you want to do. It's not an all or nothing. We're very against the all or nothing mentality, the black and white thinking of I'm winning or I'm failing.
Yeah.
And when I fail, I go all the way off, and then it takes me a long time to get back. So we live in the gray area. We learn to embrace the grace within the grind. So that's what the Grace and Grind Challenge was built to do. And last year I did a $40 for 40 days challenge. You got access to my app at the time, which was a different app. And so it was a little bit complex. Some people felt a little overwhelmed. You had 5 things to do for the challenge, and you also had additional things to focus on, specific things for nutrition and fitness and things of that nature, like you do in the academy. This year, I decided to simplify it and make it free for everyone and anyone to participate. So the Grace and Grind 2024 challenge, there are 5 things in the 5 areas that I focus a lot on with my people, very similar to Bronson: mindset, movement, nourishment, not fitness, not nutrition, movement, nourishment. We're taking a step back from the granularity of it all. Self-development or personal development, and self-care. And these 5 areas, basically I'll be giving you all the details on my YouTube later today on a live stream at noon. So you can join me to get all the details there. It will be recorded and shared afterwards. You can always find it on my YouTube channel.
What's your YouTube channel?
Keto Bikini Secrets. Same name as my Facebook group. So the challenge will be held entirely inside my Facebook group. So the only requirement to participate is to join the Facebook group. It is 100% free, and all I will ask you to do is identify what those top 5 non-negotiable habits will be for you in one in each of those areas. And all you have to do is post in the group. That is it. There's no sign up. There's no payment. There's no check boxes or check-ins.
Just show up.
Show up. And same kind of concept of it's not about perfection. It's not about, and this is just a 21-day challenge, by the way, 3 weeks through the rest of January. We're starting on Monday.
A lot can happen in 3 weeks.
Here's the thing, is it's not about if you fail or you miss one thing one day, you've failed the challenge and you have to start all over again. That's not what it's about. It's about showing up. So all I want to see and all I care about is that you show up every day and you take stock in what did I do and what did I not do. Did I do all 5 things that I set out to do? Did I miss somewhere? But the more important thing is that you're evaluating those things every day and you're aware and then you're making a plan for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking a lot about
And
that.
that's accountability.
Yep.
Accountability isn't getting in trouble or coming down on yourself or having someone else come down on you because you didn't do something. Accountability is being self-aware and taking the time to evaluate why I made the decisions that I made and what can I do differently next time.
Yes.
That is accountability. If you're not taking the time to understand your actions and your motivations, that is not being accountable.
Boom.
That's
it.
It's not about getting in trouble.
it.
You can get in trouble all day long, and nothing changes, right? So you have
And
to
you'll be
understand.
less likely to do it tomorrow because
Exactly.
you feel bad about yourself.
Yep.
So, and even it takes that awareness of maybe I need to change the plan. Maybe I set the wrong expectations or too high of expectations for myself, which is what so many people do in these
And
challenges.
that's where the evaluation comes in. Am I asking too much? This is where Ready, Willing, Enable. I love that. When we took the behavior change course, that was one of the big pieces of the
We're
certification.
both behavior change specialists.
Right, was Ready, Willing, Enable is such a huge piece of this whole process. I think a lot of people miss.
Yes.
They see, oh, so-and-so says do this, so that must be what I need to do. Well, what if you're not ready to do that? What if you're not even physically able to do that? You know, I've got to spend 5 minutes in a
cold plunge
every day, but I don't have 5 minutes or maybe it's 20 minutes, right? You got to get undressed, you got to go in it, you got to you warm up, you got to get dressed,
go to the gym,
whatever those different things are. I don't have the time in my day to add that thing in, but they say I have to do it. So now trying to figure out how to do that is just adding stress. And then if I don't do it one day, now all of a sudden I can't follow that.
Yep. Oh, and what about diet? We see it all the time.
Back up, guys.
I can't stick to keto, so that means I have to go carnivore. I have to go more strict.
Right. Oh
because
my
I'm
God.
already not doing the first step. So I need to find something more strict. So this time, I need to do the sardine challenge. I need to fast for 3 days. That'll make it better. But you can't even do the first step.
Yeah.
So let's start to have this self-awareness of it doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm just setting the bar too high.
Yes.
We started our 6 a.m. wake-ups and morning walks, 30-minute morning walks, before New Year's. We started that the day after Christmas. And we evaluated along the way. When we got to the first weekend, we were like, you know what? Do we want to do this on Saturdays and Sundays? Let's make it during the weekdays. Yep. And then on Saturdays, we're going to do this instead. We're going to do coffee chat.
And then Sunday,
we have a full rest day because this is the other thing. It doesn't make sense to give yourself something you have to do without fail every single day for 7 days a week. That may not work with your lifestyle.
Yeah.
I decided I wanted to start going back to church on Sundays. And if I'm also expecting myself to get up and do the cardio on Sundays, maybe that's a little bit too much to bite off. And maybe I'll want to make that change a little bit later down the road. But we get to make these decisions.
But then also the flexibility to understand, I had a bad night's sleep during the week. For whatever reason, I had a bad night's sleep. I couldn't get to sleep. It was 2 o'clock before I finally knocked out. And it's I'm not getting up in 4 hours and going to do cardio.
That is so huge.
Have a blast, go do the cardio. I will sleep in as much as I can because I still got to get up and go to work.
Oh my gosh.
Right? So
if I had $1 for every woman that started working with me and then got sick, fever, chills, COVID,
right, and then
flu,
they're but I still have to work out.
And they're I have to go do my workout. And you were not doing anything before you started working with me.
Yeah.
And now you feel because you signed up and you now have a program to follow, that if you don't do your program, there's something wrong with you. well, there is something wrong with you. You're sick. You need to take a break.
Yeah.
So we do get to make these decisions. What we don't want you to do is commit to doing something that's going to better your life and then decide in the moment because you want to emotionally eat that now you're quitting on that plan.
Right.
That's different than I didn't sleep at all last night or I'm physically ill and I need to do it anyway or else I'm a bad person. And these things are nuanced. It can be difficult to discern between when you're
Making an
first on your
excuse
journey.
versus actually taking care of
Right.
yourself.
What is an
Yeah.
excuse versus how do I need to take care of myself?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
All right, so we got a few people that have hopped on this side. I'm going to say
We got
hi to
some
Deb.
comments.
Deb Tasker is on. Becky,
What
good
up,
morning
Deb?
from Tucson. Happy to catch y'all live. Happy you're here. Bubbles has rules. Wonder who that could be. Good morning. Watch the meeting with Christy this morning. With my morning coffee. I can't read it all. Woohoo! Congrats, Mary Grace. Congrats, Mary Grace.
Woo!
Simpson Johns. I did also. In fact, I have still open since I went to. The video, the live from last night. They still have it open to rewatch it. Coach B is a great teacher. Thank you very much. I love
Yes, he
teaching.
is.
I don't know how to even express how much I love
That is
teaching.
your passion.
I really
yeah.
love teaching.
Educating.
Hello, Coach. Good live with Christy. Thanks, Karen. Oh, Karen had some good questions last night.
Ooh.
United Carnivore. Good morning from Tampa Bay. No insanity. Renee, she had some good questions last night about, she's got, I think it was you, Renee, the potential hip replacement that you're trying to avoid.
Oh, wow.
Morning, everyone. Let's see. Everyone's saying good morning to everybody.
Love that one.
We got a whole crew. We got all the meeting wellness crew that must have subscribed to me last night. So they're all on here saying hi to everybody.
Awesome.
And they all get to meet you because she was saying she wants to hook up with you and have
Yes,
you on.
let's
So
do
you all get to
it.
meet Nat. We are what we repeatedly do. Yes. The game of life is self-development. And who's this Juju person?
2 hours of sleep last night. No.
2 hours of sleep last night trying to manage Gabs.
Oh, they lost their pup last night.
Oh no.
After
Emotions.
surgery. So I didn't.
Not sure
I
what's
didn't
going to
realize
happen
I
today.
saw that pop up after
Okay.
we chatted in the group, and we thought everything was going to be okay after the surgery. I'm so sorry to hear that, Juju.
Yeah, that's.
All of our love with you.
I think many of us have gone through losing
a pet.
and that's never.
Yeah.
That's never, especially when you have kids.
Family member, yes.
Yeah, right. That's even worse.
That's really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was their baby.
We had, when my kids were younger, we had a cat that got out, no idea where it went. And then about 3 months later, we were driving down the road and right outside the house in the street was just a pile of fur. That was the same color. The same color, and we were all just like, kids were like, what? Yeah.
I told you the story of how we buried the wrong cat, right?
What?
I thought I told you that story.
What?
Oh, my mom's probably going to watch
I
this.
feel like
She's gonna kick out
I
of this.
vaguely remember something about this, but go ahead and share.
Oh my gosh. I think I was.
My coffee's in my lap and I'm
Yeah,
looking for
it
my
is.
coffee.
I was still really young. I think we had just moved to Georgia. I think I was in middle school. We had just moved to Georgia within maybe a year or two of moving down there from Boston. We had my baby. It was my baby, my cat. From the time I was 11 or 10, we got that cat. And she was my girl. She slept in my bed. Like she was my Princess was her name, of course.
No, go figure.
And one day I got home from school. My parents had to tell us that, they told us, but I went to school. I saw out the window of the school bus. I saw my cat, what I thought was my cat.
On the side of the road.
In the middle of the road. And looked exactly like her.
Yeah.
And all day at school, I'm freaking out because I'm like, she's dead. I remember, I'll never forget, I had a test that day. And I was like, totally screwed my head, right? Got home. My parents had to tell me because they thought I didn't know. And they had found her in the road when my dad was driving out to go to work, and they buried her in the backyard. Or maybe we all did, I don't remember. I think they did before I got home. And my sister gets home from school, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" She basically almost knocked me over to get out of the house when I got home, because she got home when we were all gone. So she had to let the cat out. And my parents thought she was smoking something. They were like, "Are you on drugs?" Like, they, no way. Mary Grace had a princess too.
Wow.
Mary Grace, by the way, is also my body twin.
Yeah.
So we're like the same size. It's crazy. Same body fat percentage, everything. So we're just more twinning in more ways than I thought. So they're thinking my sister is insane. And then she was like, "No, I had to let her out today." They're like, "It had to have been a different day." Sure enough, later that night,
Here comes
my
Princess.
cat comes back. They buried somebody else's cat in the
random
backyard.
Wow.
To this day, they still live at the house.
That cat's still back there.
There's another cat buried in the backyard. That was the story we told at every family gathering for holidays to come. I know that other families have done that too. So I know it's not just us, but my mom will get such a kick when she watches this later.
Simpson saying that they're having a problem getting to your Facebook and YouTube channels. It's having a problem finding her. What are you typing in, Simpson? It's
Keto Bikini Secrets.
Keto Bikini Secrets everywhere.
On Facebook and YouTube.
On Facebook and on YouTube. But I mean, I can put a link in here somewhere. You want to type in your link here? Just type it. Wait, maybe I can find it. I can find it and put it in the thing, right?
YouTube.com/Keto Bikini.
Well, hold on. Let me find you on
on Facebook?
Facebook first.
It's a group on Facebook. It's a private group, so you have to request access.
Okay, so there's that. Now I got to find how to get to the link. If it loads. Now watch it not load.
And FYI, since we're on Bronson's channel, it's for ladies only on Facebook. The group.
Ladies only.
Women only. So sorry, gentlemen.
It's not giving me a. It's not giving me a thing to get to it. Groups.
You can't click join right there.
Well, if I click join, then it's going to come up here. But
Right.
I need the link. I need the link to the group.
You probably have to be in the group
Exit.
to be able to share the group.
I'm pending now. Will you let me join?
I can't right now. I'm on
Because I know your
Instagram
phone's
Live.
on there. All right, we'll get you guys the link in here somehow.
Check out, if you go to my YouTube, then under all my YouTube videos, I have the link
All
to
the links,
group,
yeah. And it's the
Facebook
same
group.
thing, right? Keto Bikini Secrets.
Yes. You can share that. You can share the YouTube.
Do you know what your @ is?
At Keto Bikini Secrets.
Okay, so if we go @ Keto Bikini, am I spelling this right? Secrets.
Yep, looks like it.
Boom.
And if you're on my Instagram, it's also the link. They're all linked to there as well.
Okay.
In my link.
What's your Instagram?
At the Keto Bikini Pro. The Keto Bikini Pro.
IG is at the Keto Bikini Pro. And why is that your name?
Because I am a Keto Bikini Pro. I am a professional bikini bodybuilding athlete.
Juliana's saying she can't, she's trying to share it as well, but it won't let her.
Interesting. Juliana, if you're in the group, I know she's in the group, but if you're in there now looking, if you click invite, there's an option to
Copy the link. Okay.
If you're on your desktop computer or laptop, you can just click it from you can
Gotcha.
copy it from the URL at the top. But if you're on your phone,
Yeah.
you have to click invite and then it'll give you a link.
So if anybody has it, we've been on for 30 minutes. We don't like to make these things go on forever on Saturday mornings because we know you guys have better things to do. But if you have any questions, right? Any thoughts, anything on your mind over the next real quick that we can answer before we drop off? That'd be awesome.
Anybody have questions?
As we finish up our coffees, that's what we should do. When we finish our coffees, then the video's done.
The video's over, except
How much
I
do you
drink
have left?
mine very
You
slowly.
drink yours, and I also got like a 30-minute head start. So
Yeah. When I do my meditation and reflection in the morning, I don't take any sips, and then it gets cold, and then I have to
they should
reheat
go
it.
heat it up. I never understand, why don't you make your coffee after your meditation?
because I like to have the first sip.
And then you go poop.
Shut up. I wasn't going to say that part.
Oh my God. Every morning she's like, I got my coffee, okay. Whoop, I'll be right back.
Nobody talks about that part of the morning routine.
That's when her alone time starts.
After.
And then she comes in and does meditation. Oh
Yeah,
my
I have
God.
to get that out of the way or else it'll interrupt the meditation. Can't focus when
Oh,
you're
that's hilarious.
full of ish.
Oh, man.
And I just went carnivore again this week, so it's my first full, it hasn't been a full carnivore week. I've been phasing out some fruit, some little things I still had that have carbs in them. So my carbs, though, went from above 40 or above 50, between 50 and 80.
Oh my God.
All the way down to under 20 this week, consistently. Some days under 10. So my body is definitely doing the carnivore transition thing.
Oh, speaking of which, we need to pull the fish out so it's defrosted.
Yes, I took out bacon and chicken. We are almost completely empty. Our fridge and freezer. I'm going to Costco
You still got
today.
enough for a day or two, you think?
Yeah.
A day or two?
Yeah. But I'm doing the restock. Costco day. What do y'all like to get at Costco?
I sent you a Costco video on
You did?
TikTok.
I gotta check it out.
It's funny.
I'm going to get you some fillets this time.
Down for that.
Because I got you some from
And they
Safeway.
were, okay.
But I want to see what Costco has to offer.
If they're cheaper, they were $15 a pound.
It wasn't a whole pound. It was like 12 ounces.
Oh, okay.
It was 2 6-ounce
But it was still $15,
fillets.
so it was not even a pound. It was
So I want to
15.
say it's probably about the same. I can't remember, but I think it was around 20
We
or
can get
21
them
per
cheap.
pound
Yeah, I
there.
mean, because we talked about just give like, okay, here's a big chunk of money.
A
Let's go get
budget for a
bunch of
steak, a
stuff.
steak budget.
Because we don't do a lot of steak.
No.
I would like to do, because we did those fillets in the air fryer. We did the fillet. And that was good.
It was good.
That was really good.
I love steak in the air fryer.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think if that could, we don't do a lot of steak, partially because
Budgetary. I mean,
budgetary, but also for me, prep. it's
Easy,
easier
simple.
to just throw. Lately, I've just been throwing a bunch of ground meat in the crock pot, and
Yeah.
that has been amazing.
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
My go-tos at Costco, I'll share that. The typical things I get at Costco: lamb leg, whole lamb leg, great price. It's like usually around $6 a pound.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes a lot in the crock pot, shredded, pulled. It's amazing. I was thinking Mary Grace did a pork butt the other day, and I was like, oh man, I haven't done a pork butt in the crock pot in a while. So I might get a pork butt from
Pork butt.
Costco today.
Guess what? Pork butt doesn't really work. It's got to be chicken butt.
Chicken butt.
Guess
Sounds
what?
better.
Pork butt. We can change it.
Do you want
Can we
more
make
bacon?
our own?
Do you want more bacon, or are you going more lean these days?
No, I think we have enough bacon, and yes, I'm trying to go a little bit more lean. I need to cut my fat down a little bit. So the last 6 months, has it been 6? It's been probably about 6 months. Not even 6 months, maybe 3 months.
You've been bulking.
I've been on the Eat to Gain train, and haven't been tracking anything. Just been eating whatever. So in preparation for the cruise in May, I am going to make a concerted effort to get back on the body composition management track. And I don't know if I'm going to start tracking yet, but I'm just going to switch up a little bit and just start doing things a little more lean. A little less butter, a little leaner cuts of meat.
And what's interesting is I'm doing the opposite. Not exactly. I've been higher calorie and higher carb the last few months, and I am leaning into carnivore. So although my carbs are dropping, I am purposely not dropping my calories yet. My goal is to keep my calories up with a higher fat approach, and then I'll start playing with actually cutting the calories. But I think that I will actually lean out, keeping my fat and my calories the same, but just going carnivore, which typically
that'll
tends
make
to
a
work.
change.
Yeah.
Now you'll probably hit a spot where then it's okay. Now it's not
Now
working
it's time to
anymore.
start
Now we
pulling
need to
back.
start managing the
Yeah,
fat.
because I'm still
Pull the
trying
fat
to get
lever.
exactly. I'm still trying to get my my testosterone up to normal levels. It's still low. So I really think I've tried the leaning into the carbs thing, increasing the calories. So now I want to really push the fats and keep the calories up.
I meant to talk to you about that, your testosterone. Because I was looking back at my last test, my last blood work, not my last test, but that had test on it.
Your last test.
My last test. And my total was great. Great. It was above 700, which isn't bad for men.
It's not bad.
At my age.
For, 51.
I'd like it to be higher, obviously. But my free was mid-range.
Okay.
So I think it's 9 to 24 is the range. I was at like 12, almost 13.
Okay.
So it was actually probably a little bit on the lower end than the even mid-range. So I was like,
Do you get your SHBG tested?
It wasn't on that test. So I got to figure out what that is. Right.
That's
so
probably
that's
up,
was
and
probably
it's driving
up.
your free down.
So I'm going to do another test. I think it's beginning of the year. It's probably time to do that anyways.
Yep.
So keep an eye, guys. We might be talking more about that for me as well.
Maybe we could do a video together because I was going to do it on my labs.
Because if my total is still good, I just want my free to go up. So I don't need to worry about test replacement or test, supplementation. It's more about what can I do to get my SHBG. I can never get that right. SHBG down so that I have more free.
If that's the mechanism, we have to see
if that's
that
the mechanism,
first.
right?
Yeah.
I would love to get my free to the max level. And just keep that in mind. A lot of times you see people talking about, I got 900 tests. Who gives a crap?
If it's not
Actually available to what your body can use. So whenever you're looking at testosterone information, the number that matters is free testosterone. How much is actually in your system that your body can utilize? So overall test doesn't mean squat if your body can't use it. It's the same thing as nutrient density and bioavailability.
Yes.
If you're shoving all this great food in your body, great nutrition, but your body isn't accessing it because of something else that you're doing, what's the point? It doesn't make a difference.
Right.
Same thing with testosterone. So.
All
right, before we go, let's see what we got, if anybody's popped on here. Simpson said, found the channels. The problem was I was doing kitchen chores and missed you telling what the channels were.
Oh, gotcha.
Karen says, love you guys. We'll check back later. I have some goals to implement.
Yeah.
Go get it. Whitney says, good morning, guys. My spouse gets his basic protein powder on sale at the start of the year, but we have access to meat at the commissary, and my hubs prefers to get his steaks there and cooks them in the air fryer too.
Oh, man.
Commissary steak. I love it.
Seriously, her and Juliana, they post some deals that I'm like, I'm jealous.
Yeah. That's one thing about not being in the military anymore. All right, that's it. That's all we got on here. You got anybody saying anything on there, or is it just people joining
Just
and nobody's
joining,
talking?
saying hi.
Guys, when you join, you're supposed to come in and say hi.
And participate.
Ask questions.
They're just watching. It's okay.
It's 10-10.
I don't do this a lot, so.
It's 10-10. I don't know what that one means, but it's 10-10.
Any duplicates are good.
All duplicates are good.
All duplicates are good.
All right, 10-10. Somebody tell us what 10-10 means. All right, guys, take it easy. We will see you next week. I'll probably tomorrow, if you're interested. I decided I'm not going to do my whole workouts like I've been doing. But when I do my workouts, I'll probably pick one of the exercises I'm doing during the workout and go live. So it may be the first exercise, it may be the last exercise, it may be some exercise in the middle, but I figure a 10 or 15 minute long live is probably more, what's the word I'm like, more consumable than watching me for an hour, hour and a half do a workout where majority of the time I'm not talking or doing anything. You're just watching me look at the weights and hating my life. And then me also for an hour and a half trying to figure out what am I going to say to keep these people entertained while I'm doing my workouts for an hour and a half. So I figured they'll be a little bit shorter, but I still plan on doing my workouts live. So come back on tomorrow when I'm doing my workout. Tomorrow is Sunday, and it is an upper body day. So I'll be doing some upper body stuff. So,
Okie dokie.
peace out.
Say peace to my audience so I can use this as the cover photo.